Welcome back. This is the Chama, and I'm Valentine Joroge. We've been joined by Pastor Chama from Mavuno and Kamal.
Yes, Kamal.
So before you were talking to Grace and Sean, and you were talking about Dr. Cherotich.
Yeah, of NASCOP, and we're having this conversation. We're saying, you know, it would be wonderful if NASCOP and the religious leaders, you know, the church, and probably even some of the Muslims, came together with the media, and we had one focused campaign to get marriages working, to get families working, and to get everybody, you know, on board to have the right kind of sex life. I think that would be a huge boon.
I think that would be very exciting. I also really liked what you said about celebrating good marriages.
Yeah.
Sometimes, given what I do and what I write about, people are surprised that I actually believe in good marriages, and I want one.
Yeah.
And I've actually been called naive. But my cousins, my parents, my aunts and uncles, they have marriages. I've grown up around marriages that have lasted decades.
Yeah.
Like 50 years, 40 years. My parents have been married 35 years.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not such a strange concept. I find the cheating thing bizarre and weird.
Yeah.
I think people who cheat are weird and bizarre.
Here's the thing. When you see a good marriage, you want one for yourself.
Yes.
Well, and if you lived in one, then much more you desire it even more.
True.
And so that's called positive reinforcement of positive behavior.
yes.
Wait, are you telling me that
Yeah.
people who've been married, 20, 30, 40 years, at some point haven't cheated?
Well,
They
some
do.
people
overlook
do,
it
but
because there's denial. They don't want to admit to it that one of the partners cheated.
Yeah.
Generally, in the past, it has been said that women are more forgiving of this. So they'll say, no, it's okay. I don't want to break my marriage up. I have nothing to do, you know. And this would be before women started dictating their economic ways of, you know, they were dependent on their men to look after them. So they'd say, where will I go? What will I do?
But now with empowerment,
now
we have
with
more
empowerment,
options.
and women are like, you know, if he can do it, why can't I? So
Yeah.
we cannot be in denial about this, that even women cheat.
even women cheat. And let me come back to the ad for a minute. Part of my issue with the ad is that I think, in a way, we've come to become used to men being demeaned because of their behavior.
Yes, yes.
This ad demeans the place of women in our society.
How does it
As I look at because
I would disagree with that. I get why the church is against the ad, and a part of me wants to say the church has failed, but I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
There are a lot of initiatives, and like you were saying with the doctor, you guys need to come together. You guys have a 5 a.m. prayer meeting for men on Wednesdays. Do you still do that at Mavuno?
Still do that.
St. Andrew's Church has a course called the School. What is it? The School of Marital Wisdom. It's a 13-week course. I'm actually going to start taking it from next month.
Oh, good for you. Same thing with our church. Same thing with the Nairobi Chapel.
So exactly. So these things do exist within the churches,
We have
and I'm
things
sure
for
the
the
Muslim
teens
community
as well.
has the same thing, right?
Yeah.
But I have to walk through your doors to have access to this.
Right.
There is a secular Kenya. There is
Yeah.
a Kenya that will never walk through a church door,
Yes.
never go to a mosque, not interested in Hinduism or Sikhism or whatever.
Yeah.
How do we reach those people? And that's why this ad is relevant.
Yeah, but here's the thing about the ad. The ad is something that is a one-pronged approach from one angle. I think if we all got together and said, okay, so what are we going to do with our society that stands the risk of falling apart?
But we're at crisis point.
Yeah, why
100,000 infections means 100 in a year means 100,000 families are going to be affected.
100,000 infections is an indicator of the size of the crisis. But
so we throw everything at the crisis.
No, we are throwing condoms at the crisis, and I'm saying no, let's not throw condoms at the crisis.
So then how do you fix it? Tell me.
We fix it by spending time with people. We fix it by teaching people how to do it right.
How long will it take you to change the mindset? Because by the time it'll take 1 week, 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, a year, 2 years to change the mindset of a person.
And
but
once it is changed, they'll never go back.
But in those 2 years, when you're still trying to adjust to that change, to what you're being counseled to, you're still, I was going to say the S word, but you're still cheating, you're still doing something. You'd be dead before the end of the time you're...
Okay, we have to wrap, so I'm going
Yeah.
to give you an opportunity to give us your final comments on the ad. Weka
Well,
condom
my final comments are that, I'd like, first of all, to appreciate all those people that are trying to do it right out there. And statistics tell me there are many of them, 3 out of every 4 are trying to do it right. Keep doing it right. For all the leaders who are teaching our young people how to live right, it works. I've seen it working. And you know, from the families I've seen, it's going well. But thirdly, for those of us that call ourselves you know, religious people, Christians, believers, you know, I'd say let's stick with it. Our society needs God, and as religious leaders, we want to pass that message. And as we do that, let's not sleep around.
Okay.
Really, just period. Don't sleep around, you get sick.
Kamal, final comments?
My final comment is that religious bodies have to wake up and talk. They have to talk, because if people are looking up to them for a lot of things, this is important. It happens. So you cannot be in denial. Talk, talk, talk. And if it starts from the religious bodies, everybody else will start listening, because you are listened to. You are thought highly of. So if you start addressing this issue, it can be sorted. Please, sort it. It's happening. Everybody's doing it. We're here because of it.
Okay. I would say we keep throwing everything we can at the problem. There's somebody who will love the church approach. You can throw Jesus as the problem. There's somebody who will love the Muslim approach. Let's get Muhammad in there. And then there's somebody who's going to really hear the condom conversation and be shocked. Oh my God, my wife could be that woman in the ad. Or she'll see herself in the ad and say, you know what, I should insist on condom use. So I think we throw everything at the problem. And we have to wrap up. Unfortunately, we're out of time. This has been the Chama, and thanks for joining us. I'm Valentine Joroge. Have a good night.